Well, this was a failure. Didn't work really at all. I'm sure that there's a number of ways that I failed in doing it. I probably should have connected them better and like made sure that this area didn't dry out. But all the worms that I collected I'm pretty sure all the worms that I collected are hiding in their castings. So I'm gonna end up having to go through and collect them all by hand. Yay! Oh well. Oh well, oh well. I don't think I'm gonna do that on camera. I will do that and then come back to you, and then I will basically, my intention next is to fill that up, rebuild this. This is the last tray that hasn't been used yet, and it will go on top of those two there. So yeah, I will be recording some of this and eventually putting it together and posting it. So if you're enjoying this process so far, please click like, and let's see what happens next. Alright, so I've been sort of slowly scooping away the castings, and I just wanted to like check that out. Look at that. Look at all these wormies. I think they're pretty stressed out, to be honest. They're all huddling together. But that's okay, because soon they'll be liberated. This one's making a run for it, but there, make run for the other side. Alright, I don't want to take too much castings with me as I shift these guys to these worms to their new, much more delicious and nutritious area. But yeah, that is like the most mass of worms I have seen thus far as I have been doing this project. Look at that. Look at all those wormies. It's a bit hard to shoot, but there they are. Man, that's amazing. It's a little hard to shoot and a little hard to see, but that's a whole lot of worms. Okay, so I'm going to try and scoop the whole thing up. Amazing. And there we go. There. Oh. And I'll put them onto the there we go. This is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, worms. I know I'm not doing this very well, but I feel like they will be more comfortable. They're all kind of squirming into the substrate there. There we go. Amazing. I hope that's in focus. If it's not, I'm really sorry. I apologize. I really don't necessarily always know what I'm doing, to be perfectly honest. Right, okay. Okay, so I think my next order of business, I'll let them settle for a minute, and I will bring this over. Now, with this, I want to make sure that the bottom is moist. Because this is the barrier between the top and the bottom, and it should be nice and moist. I mean, like, even if it's a bit soaky, I'm okay with that. Okay, maybe a bit too soaky. But I mean, ooh, wow, I just got to hit this amazing hit of cedar. It's made out of cedar wood, and it just smells absolutely divine. It really does. It's amazing. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some bread down to soak up this to soak up this, whatchamacallit maybe? The water. And then I have... Now this is very different from the first time I did this when I first filled the box. The first time I did this, you know, anyone who's actually paying attention and has watched through the videos that I've done so far, I feel like you know, in the previous videos, the previous layers, I have put bedding in first and got the bedding all ready and then put the food down. Well, I don't know what happened. Things have changed. I'm doing things a bit differently. I'm shooting from the hip. I'm doing this and not even watching the camera. I have no idea whether this is good footage or not. Please forgive me. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna move this around and then I think maybe... Well, let's keep going. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that the worms that I'm moving into this box have lots and lots of food, and I wanted the food, actually, the first layer of food to be at the bottom, so that I won't have as much trouble feeding on the top when I come in, you know, in, oh, I don't know, maybe a week or two to feed this again. I've been feeling like I've been overfeeding the boxes, but then again, the more food that I put in here, the more babies they'll have. And I want them to have lots of babies. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of bedding down. A little bit of bedding. I'm gonna put more bread. More breading. Bad pun. Is that a pun? I don't think it is a pun. Okay. And I think maybe what we'll do now is just... Let's see if I can... We're going to put these friends right into the mix. There we go. Oh, look at all of them. There we go. All happy, happy, happy. Put all this stuff on top of them. All these worms. Now that's quite a few. I reckon that's, I mean, it's easily 2 dozen, if not more, worms that I've managed to grab from the bottom. I'm going to tip the rest of this and the castings back into the bottom level. Okay, and then what's left, I think, is just to sort of make sure that there's a lot of nice fresh bedding. It's moistened with water that's been standing for a few days, actually, at this point. I always let my water stand because I don't like to give tap water to my houseplants. I like to let the water stand for at least a few hours, but usually I let the water stand for at least a day, and if not a few days, to let the chlorine and the fluoride leach out, because we don't want that for the plants, and I don't think I want that for my worm friends. So I feel like that's the best practice. Let's see. I got a lot of bedding ready for this, and I may have gotten too much. I feel like I kind of regret the amount of bedding that I got wet, because there's a limit to how much I think I want to necessarily put down. I don't think I want to put down too much. It's okay if this is less, and then maybe it's okay if I continue to add bedding as I go along. Maybe that's what I'll do. Now, I don't know I've made all of that bedding already. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I'm going to have to throw that out, which is a bit unfortunate. waste of resources, but maybe I'll put a bit more down, but I don't think I'll put too much more. Another thing that I wanted to do, actually, while I have the time, or while I have this open, and put this down for a second, because what I really want right now, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I'm going to fetch... I'm going to fetch... Now, you're not going to see it because I'm doing this on the other side over here, but I'm going to fetch the... Yes, I'm glad that I did. I'm going to put this down. A lot of the reason why I want to put this down is because it helps to also transfer some of those eggs of the... Now, I don't know what that is yet. I know there's going to be... when I post this, there's going to be videos going back probably weeks where people have commented and I'll have known what these creatures are inside the box. But I'll tell you, as I've been filming this, I must admit, I'm a little ignorant. I've stayed relatively ignorant. I've not looked it up. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I have not gone through the processes of data collection required for me to know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to try to stop talking on that level. I don't want to say anything dumb. Although, I feel like that's a risk I take every time I open my mouth. Anyhow, okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I think that's enough. I'm going to move a couple of... Oh, come on. I'm going to move that guy. Or gal, whichever. And then, which side am I going to put down? Doesn't matter. I'm going to put this side down, I think. All right, and there's another one here. Zip that one over. Yeah, okay, so, wow, all right. The implications of this I hadn't considered a lot, because now I'm looking at this and realizing I have to put this one on top of that one. Which I don't feel like I'm ready to do just yet. It's also going to require me moving the blanket, which is something I hadn't necessarily thought of. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the blanket down on top of this here. Make sure that it sits okay. This is really going to change the dynamic of these boxes and how they sit together, but that's okay. Aha, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to move the whole thing down. And here we go. Well. There's a lot going on here. There's an awful lot going on here, and I don't want to disturb it too much, but I will. I'm just going to pick up the corner here. I'm going to have a look. I really feel like this can just be left to its own devices for the next week or so. I feel like my plan was to not feed it, was to just like fill it and not feed it for a little while, just to let it run for maybe 2 weeks. And I think that's not a bad idea. So I think I'll go ahead and just do that. I think I'll just spritz a little bit with a bit of height. I don't want them to get pummeled by the water, but I think I'll just spritz it a little bit because I feel like it could use it. And I don't want to soak it, but I did want to get it... Alright, and now the other thing that I wanted to do before we move... Now, I'm going to lift this up. Oh, did you see that? I put too much... Okay. Now, I'm going to put all of this material back in. because I'm not ready to collect this yet, and I see like there's still a bit of bedding in here, and just in case there's still a wormy in here, I don't want any of that to go to waste. So we're going to put this back into the bottom of the box, and then we'll have a bit of a chance to study the bottom of the box and have a look to see how it's faring. There we go. Yep, I think that's okay. There's still a lot of like, there's just a ton of these little, I always call them eggs, but I mean, some of them are eggs and some of them are actual. Okay, so yeah, so there's a lot going on here. But I'm going to close it up and let it be for the next little while. And we'll return. Oh, just for the sake of it, let's have a look and see what the bottom looks like at the moment. Ee-hee-hee-hoo. So there's definitely lots and lots of moisture. I don't have to worry about this thing drying out anytime soon. That's good. That's great. Okay, now we'll put this back on. Hopefully it's less like it's settled, I should say, compared to where we were yesterday. It was a bit difficult to get on. Right? Must feel like this should have a blanket too, but that's not going to be the case. I just we'll just have to figure that out. Okay, and then is there a front for this or back? I don't know. How does that sit? That sits pretty comfortably. Okay. Right. Well, that feels like something of an accomplishment. The 3 layers are on. I don't know how long it's been now. We're in November, and I'm pretty sure I started this practice in May. And here we are. We're all 3 layers are on, and I hope the worms will be happy. Thank you for following us on this journey. If you've watched this video all the way to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to say and share with us, please do. We take all constructive criticism. Not huge fans of destructive criticism, but we'll take criticism. And definitely compliments and guidance. Please like the video if you've liked it. It helps a lot with the algorithm. And if we've earned your subscription today, please click that subscribe button. It's free. And please come back. I'll be shooting another video next week. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but I'll continue to shoot videos and we'll see what happens in this process, this journey with the box of life. Thank you for watching The Worm Show. I'm your host, Thorn Jules. Ciao for now.